All right, guys, so today I want to talk about a concept that I think is one of the most important things to understand and practice in general, but especially if you're a parent or a self defender or a protector or whatever. If you value your life and your family's lives or your friends, whatever, and you're out in public, you should practice this concept, and that will be situational awareness. Okay? And situational awareness, all it essentially is being aware of your environment when you're out in public or you're out in places that you're not familiar with or might have higher crime rates, whatever. You want to be situationally aware. You want to be, able to identify what's around you. You're familiar with what's around you. You're not completely oblivious and sucked into your phone out in public. The reason why is because in the context of self-defense, at least, a lot of criminals, a lot of violent criminals, aggressive criminals, they are ambush predators. They prey on people who are oblivious and not paying attention. Okay? If they see someone who is just completely not paying attention, they're engrossed in their phone or their meal at a restaurant or whatever, you're setting yourself up to be taken advantage of. Now, if you've got some good situational awareness, you're looking around, you know what's going on around you, criminals might think twice about coming after you. And if they still do, if you're aware of a threat prior, that's giving you more time to react, okay? John from Active Self Protection, great dude, great channel. I've joined a few of his seminars before and talked with him. Really good dude. I'll put a link in the description below so you can follow him as well. I highly recommend him. Anyways, one thing that he always teaches is situational awareness, because awareness buys you time and time buys you options. It's one of his coined terms. And that's true. If you're completely oblivious, someone's going to be up on you and you're going to be pretty much at their mercy at that point. Whereas if you have some awareness skills and you know what's going on around you, you got some more time to react or make decisions, or at least have some chance in the fight or some chance to survive, whether you're going to fight them or you're going to run or whatever. But if you're completely oblivious, then that is not good. And this is something you need to develop and practice out in the public. So this also is further breaking down based on colors. This is from Lieutenant Colonel Jeff Cooper, who's a United States Marine Corps retired, and he developed this color system that I'm going to go over next. And this breaks down basically the levels of awareness and where you want to be and how all this can look and play out in public and under use of force situations, self-defense situations. Okay, so let's take a look at that. All right, so these are Cooper's colors, and this is basically a color-coded system that kind of simplifies and explains levels of situational awareness, where you should and shouldn't be in these levels, okay? So I'll go through all of these and we'll talk about them, all right? So white is where you never want to be in public, generally speaking, okay? Especially if you're in a new place, unfamiliar place, but even if it's a place that's familiar, you still want to practice some levels of awareness. White, you do not want to be in white. White is basically the person that you see with their phone in their face for like a long period of time. Maybe their entire time they're at a restaurant eating a meal, their phone's in their face, or even if they're just walking down the side of the road, their phone's in their face, or they're sitting on a bench reading a book, not paying attention, they're in white, and that's not good, okay? Especially in college. I saw that really bad in college. I would literally see like a majority of students in the hallways, phones in their face, not paying attention, or they're having a conversation, not paying attention to their surroundings. I've seen dudes so many times, like countless times, almost every day. When I'm walking to the bathroom and there's other male students going to the bathroom at the same time, I see their phone in their face their entire time, walking from their classroom through the hallway all the way to the bathroom urinal. They go to the bathroom with their phone in their face as they're peeing, and then they go and wash that one hand they used to go to the bathroom with, and their phone's still in their face, and they walk all the way back to their classroom, phone's still in their face. That is terrible. You have a problem. You need to put that phone down and pay attention to the world around you, okay? It's not good, okay? If there was a school shooter that just randomly started popping off, a lot of those kids that are just completely oblivious to their surroundings they would have a much more difficult time to defend themselves or run away if they are just completely in condition white, not paying attention. That is not good, okay? And also, white, like if you're a self-defender, like a concealed carry holder, or maybe just an average Joe, but you carry pepper spray with you, or you've got kids and you train in martial arts or whatever. If you've got some skills or you want to protect yourself, you don't want to be in white. Like I don't care if you're some big macho dude who's a mixed martial artist that thinks you're invincible. If you have terrible awareness skills, you're setting yourself up to fail. Like, you're making yourself an easy target, whether you believe so or not. I don't care how big you are, you're not bulletproof. Okay? So, don't make yourself an easy target. Don't disadvantage yourself unnecessarily. Just be aware of your surroundings, okay? And that's when we go into yellow. Yellow is where you almost always want to be at in public. And it's not being paranoid. You're not just, eyes aren't bug-eyed. Your head's not turning around like a bird looking at every little thing. No, you want to be natural looking. You want to not draw any attention to yourself, but you also want to take that extra time to just kind of glance around naturally. Whether you're sitting down having a meal with your spouse or friend, you can enjoy your meal. Pay attention to your meal and stuff. Pay attention to that person that's with you, but casually just turn your head and glance every now and then. Know where the exits are. Know where the cash register is, because that's a common place where violent criminals will rob. Know what kind of objects are around you that you could use as cover and concealment if there was a shooting that started randomly happening. Just know what's around you. Know who's around you. Know where exits are. And just practice good awareness, okay? Like I said, awareness buys you time, and time buys you options. If you are completely unaware, you have minimal options. Being in yellow gives you more options. All right. So orange is basically you're in yellow and you identified something that is suspicious or possibly a threat. For example, maybe you saw someone starting to reach in their pockets and they are pulling a knife out. Or maybe you see some dude starting to hike his pants up and he's kind of sweaty, he's turning his head around, looking around his surroundings, and he's just posturing up like he's going to fight someone or hit someone or whatever. That's a pre-attack indicator if they're doing that stuff with their nonverbals. Pay attention to that stuff. That's orange. Once you see something like that, you're going to have to start making decisions in your head. Okay, I either got to act or I need to run or get out of here or whatever. That's when you go into red. Red is action time, okay? Basically, a fight or flight response happens in this one usually. Whether you fight, you start attacking the individual, or flight, you bounce out of there. Your adrenaline's going to be through the roof. You got to make that decision. And also with adrenaline, it's not just fight or flight. That's a response. Also, there is freeze, and that's condition black, where you panic or you just get frozen with fear, your adrenaline, you don't know what to do. You don't want to be in black ever. Train yourself. Be mentally prepared, emotionally prepared. Get your training down. Don't be in black. Don't be in white. You want to strive to be in yellow, okay? Yellow is where you want to be at. Orange is where you identify something that could be a threat or that's suspicious. Maybe you see some dude in a black trench coat in the middle of summer walking into a gas station. That's kind of sketchy. That's orange, okay? Red is when something bad is actually happening and you need to act, or you need to run or fight or whatever. Black, don't be black. You'll be fodder, or you'll be left at the mercy of the criminal. So those are the colors, okay? White, stay away from that. Stay in yellow. It's not paranoid. You're not trying to look like a paranoid person looking around all crazy. No. Be relaxed. It's just about being prepared, okay? Now, if you're paranoid, that would be an unreasonable expectation of something bad's going to happen when you go out in public. And I don't have that when I go out. Anytime I go anywhere, I'm not suspecting anything that's going to happen, or expecting, sorry, but I'm still being prepared in case it does. And I think that's being responsible as a parent and also a self-defender and a gun carrier as well, concealed carry permit holder. I'm going to be aware of my surroundings, know what my backstop is behind certain targets. I don't want to hit anyone else with my gun if I had to use it. Being aware is good. You have to consider a lot of different variables. And yeah, so yellow is good. Strive to be in yellow. And also put in the comments below, have you ever been in a situation where your awareness potentially saved your life or someone else's life, or you identified a threat and you were able to get out of there? So put in the comments below if you ever had any kind of situation happen with your level of awareness. Okay. Next, we're going to show some video footage of some actual footage of use of force / criminal activity that involves awareness or lack thereof. Okay. All right, so in this video we have a perp in the red shirt with the baseball bat. It's aluminum, and he wanted to hit someone with it. He's a mentally deranged individual. He spots a 18-year-old female not paying attention. She is totally in condition white, and he's gonna smash her in the back. She had a full recovery, thankfully. This one you're gonna see an attempted kidnapping right there. Guy reaches in, grabs the little girl, tries to run off with her. Okay, this stuff happens all the time, people, and this is terrifying. But yeah, this mom right here, she's gonna go through all the colors pretty quick. She's white right now, Once that guy reaches in, she's pretty much gonna go from yellow to red pretty quickly. And luckily they did save this girl. They got her, she's okay. All right, so this victim on the left is going to be approached by this perp on the right. Now this guy on the right is going to point a gun at him, pull the trigger, and it actually jams, luckily for this individual on the left. Now, I don't know if this is gang related or like an initiation killing or they're on drugs, I don't know, but they wanted to kill this guy. They thought they could, he wasn't paying attention, and they tried to. They're gonna try the same thing with this other gentleman right here. Now this other guy has a little bit more awareness, but my creep alarm would have been going off a lot sooner if I saw two guys with hoods cautiously approaching me at night. And he does try to start running away, and they're gonna follow him. I'm not sure if they're yelling at him any commands or anything or what. And that gun jams again. It's gonna keep jamming. It's not a very good gun, or he doesn't know how to lubricate it properly. But he's gonna chase him in this building. He tries to shoot, jams, he tries to clear it. He does get a shot off, hitting the gentleman. As far as I know, the guy does survive. Pay attention, train. All right, so it's some scary stuff out there, and unfortunately, that happens all the time. It's happening right now, where someone's getting victimized or taken advantage of or hurt from a violent criminal. And sometimes these criminals are on drugs, or they're mentally deranged, or they're just trying to have fun because they don't have anything better to do and they think hurting people is fun, or sometimes it's gang related or ego related, whatever. Violent criminals don't think the way that we do necessarily, and you're your own first responder at the end of the day, okay? You can't always rely on cops to do everything for you. Don't live in this fake kind of bubble where you assume everything's going to be okay in life. Like, I don't need to train, I don't need guns, I don't need to defend myself, nothing's ever going to happen to me. That kind of complacency can kill you, or get someone that you love killed, okay? And being dead serious. Obviously the odds are low for a lot of these things, and that's a good thing, but still recognize that that possibility is there. And do what you got to do to take care of yourself and your family, especially if you're a parent. Yeah, I mean, things have happened to me before in my past. Use of force type stuff, awareness related type stuff in the context of self-defense. It's happened to family members, acquaintances, friends that I know. And I'm sure that there's probably some people that you know, or even yourself, that you've experienced these type of things, or your awareness helped save you, or your lack of awareness maybe didn't help you, or someone that you know. So practice awareness, okay? When I'm at a store or whatever, I don't just look immediately at what's around me. I look through the aisles at everything in that aisle, look down corridors, hallways, and it doesn't take long. It's like half a second. It's just taking that extra little mental fortitude to just kind of scan past what's immediately near you, okay? And then obviously the occasional glances and just being aware, you know? Make it natural. If I'm eating a meal at a restaurant, whatever, I'm not gonna like look around all crazy and stuff. No, it's dumb. I would eat, talk, whatever, and just look around like I'm just normally just kind of engage in conversation. Maybe I'll yawn and make it look natural. Look around, whatever, something like that. Kind of camouflage your glances if you can. But yeah, I mean, if you already do this stuff and you're already an offender, that's great. If you already are practicing this stuff, keep at it. If you aren't a self-defender at all, but you still want to have some type of kind of protection, practice situational awareness. Maybe look into getting some training, hands-on training in some martial arts, jiu-jitsu, boxing, Muay Thai, wrestling, whatever. Practice with some non-lethal tools like OC spray. Train with a knife and a pistol. If you can carry those legally, that's great. Invest in yourself, okay? Invest in yourself and your family if you can, all right? Cops do a hell of a job, but they can't be everywhere at once. They can't teleport, they can't stop time or turn back time, okay? When seconds matter, the police are minutes away. Oftentimes when they respond, something's already happened. The perp's already hurt someone, someone's already dead. A lot of times, it's too late. You're your own first responder, or at least you should be, okay? That's all I have. Stay safe, stay smart. I'll see you next time. Bye.